So I'm just inside the masjid, inside the haram, walking towards the Kaaba, and as you can see, it is very, very empty. So a lot of people find this quite strange because it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and of course the mosque is going to be empty, but the haram is not like any other mosque. It is busy all the time, and you can see that there's very, very few people here. I'm having to be a bit careful with my filming, just because I've had 2 security people stop me, and they've let me go, but then somebody else could take an issue. So I'm going to put it away and I'll pull it out in a second. So I'm filming wearing this, as you can see, the mask, and just because there is more people around, and there's a few more people coughing and things like that, so you don't know what it is, just don't want to take a chance. I was filming earlier and I had to stop because there was a security guy there, and as I was saying, I've been stopped by 2. One told me to put it away, one told me it was fine, but I just don't want to take a chance and have to put it away or even have it confiscated, so decided it's probably best I just do a little bit and a little bit. So alhamdulillah, I mean, they've got the mosque open, and it's really restricted. I mean, the level that I was on before, the ground level, you couldn't actually even see the Kaaba, so I'm going to put it away. So I'm now heading up to the top floor. I still haven't seen the Kaaba, and I've walked on the ground floor, first floor, and I thought, let me just go up to the roof, inshallah, be able to see it from there. And the reason why is because they're doing extension work here anyway, and it's difficult to sort of see beyond the boards, but then they've closed off sections, so whereas normally you'd be quite close to the edge, now you're not. I'm hoping that inshallah from here we'll be able to see, but not really actually, because they've boarded it up here as well. So, and I'm presuming that a lot of these boards were here before, they weren't added in the last couple of days, they were here previously. But still I can't see the Kaaba. So this gives a good indication as to why you can't see anything, because they buried it off here, but you can see further down is the actual edge, so it's difficult to see anything. But this is the view from this morning. Beautiful morning in Makkah. Very still, very calm, and not very hot. I'm actually wearing a jumper. Probably a little bit later, it'll be a bit too warm for the jumper itself. Really don't like this clock tower. I really, really don't like it. It's just, I don't know, it's horrible. Don't get it. Architecturally, I just don't get it. There's a lot nicer designs that they could have done, Islamic designs, and they've kind of made an oversized Big Ben, which I just don't understand. But after Fajr, sun is coming up, and looks like it's going to be a very nice day actually. So I just wanted to share my thoughts on this whole situation over here. I mean, I totally understand why they've had to close this down, and actually just a bit of context into it. Saudi had been saying that they didn't have any cases. I read yesterday that they had 1 confirmed case, and then this morning I read on the Khaleej Time website that there's 6 confirmed cases in Saudi. So there wasn't any indication as to whereabouts those cases were, but you would assume that with so many foreign visitors over here, we would have a lot of cases in Makkah and Medina. So they've taken this precaution, and it's a huge step on their part. And you've got to commend them for it, because for them to close off their entire tourism industry effectively, because their non-Umrah visitors were quite small in comparison. It was fairly new, and so the majority of people who came into Saudi were actually coming here for Umrah and then Hajj eventually. And so for them to close that down completely is massive. And then, even to stop local residents from doing Umrah as well, that's not a small thing. Now, I've been inside and I wasn't able to see the Kaaba, and a little bit disappointed for sure, but let me give you the two reasons why. So there's still a lot of construction taking place over here, and that because of that, there's things which are boarded up, which doesn't help. So sections that you would otherwise normally be able to walk into, they're closed off. And then the second thing is that they have obviously sealed off certain sections for the coronavirus disinfection. So for that reason, you can't even get close to the edge of the balcony to actually see the Kaaba. I haven't seen the Kaaba, and I'm just walking around the other side, hoping to be able to get a view from the other side. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to. I figured it's going to be later at Jummah time. It's going to be busier at Jummah time. So I thought I'd come out now while there's less people around, because what we'll get is later we'll also get the people from who live in Jeddah and Taif and other areas around here, and they will also come for Jummah. So there's no restriction on Jummah. The only restriction is that you can't go into the main section, which means that everybody's going to be sort of crammed into the other sections, which are smaller because they're doing constructions around the place. So yeah, inshallah, we'll see. I'm probably just going to read Jummah over my side where my hotel is. I may even read inside the hotel, I'll see, only because ordinarily I wouldn't. I mean, I'm here, I'd want to be inside, but with so many people around at Jummah time, you kind of just think, play it a little bit safe, and inshallah, I mean, I'm here for another day, so this evening it will quieten down a little bit, people will leave. Tomorrow I'll be here all day, so inshallah maybe get more of an opportunity to come inside at that stage. Anyhow, I'll give you an update a little bit later. So I just wanted to give you an example of what it is that I'm talking about. So here we have the clock tower entrance, and this is the King Abdulaziz gate, which is one of the main gates, and as you can see it's closed because of construction. This isn't closed because of the coronavirus, although the barrier that you see going across is obviously stopping people from going in because of the cleanse that they're doing. But this would normally be one of the main gates that you would go into, and you just simply can't get into the main gate because it's boarded up, and it's boarded up because of the construction. So it's a shame, it's a bit restricting, but that's just sort of what it is at the moment. And inshallah over the next couple of days we'll see things clearing up and opening up. Assalamu alaikum. So I've decided to go outside for Jummah. I was going to read in the hotel, but the numbers don't seem to be that much. It seems to be fairly restricted, so inshallah it should be okay. Let me give you a view of the outside. So this section here is usually completely packed. Okay, shukran.
حي على الفلاح الله أكبر
So they have actually opened up this section up here yet now, which means I should be able to see the Kaaba, inshallah. And I'm going to read inshallah over here. So more or less the front.
₹7 बच्चा एक बार ₹7 अपना चेक करना चाहिए गुजामदा नॉर्मल
बंदे भी ना होने का सही फायदा उठाए
So I just read Jummah on the roof, and I mean it was empty. I mean it's a little bit more full now. I don't know if you'll get a good view, but the roof was empty. I mean there was like 3 rows of people where I was, and then there was a big gap, and then there was more people. So yeah, there's obviously been a big reduction in numbers, which is what they wanted, but there's still a lot of Umrah visitors here who have come for the Umrah. So there's large numbers of people. It looks like a lot of people because everybody's sort of leaving at the same time. But really, it's not that many people. It's just everybody's coming out to the same exits. They've got the ground floor closed over there, so it's very. It is quite limited number.
पानी बंद कर दिया है
So you can see the group that's over there. One's in purple. They're probably from like Indonesia or something. There's a lot of Indonesians I've seen around here actually, and they were probably already here, and so they're already in the country. But now it's going to be a case of they will leave, and all the other foreign visitors will leave. And if they don't open it up, then it will. There'll be nobody here. There'll be so few people. It's just be the people inside Makkah, Jeddah, Taif, and visitors from other places. So in yesterday's video I was showing you the construction. This is obviously the same section in the daylight. So there is a huge amount of construction going on here. There always seems to be construction taking place because when I was here 4 years ago for the Hajj, they were doing the other side. They're still doing the other side. That side is not complete yet, and now they're doing this side as well. So it'll be good to see it once it's all completed.
يلا يا حاج الليله اتحرك.
كذلك هنا आगे बंद